What up, though? And welcome to Free for All Friday right here on the Jerk Lines on the Pride. You know how the song goes. It's Friday, then hey, it's Saturday, Sunday. Well, it is Free for All Friday. Welcome, welcome, and welcome again. Yeah, I know we got to bring in the panel before we get into any of our topics today. First up, we got Queen of the Proud, Miss Valerie Bordeaux.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing tonight?
Man, and y'all know who it is. Co-creator of Detroit Lions on the Proud. Man, that's a wild haircut you got there. It's a maniac. Maniac haircut for Maniac Tim. What's going on, Timmy?
Oh, yeah. And I do got a story for you guys at the end of the show that I'm going to share.
All right, and y'all know who it is, man. Y'all see that avatar, man, looking like low down dirty. Shane, Luke G of Luke G Field Review. How you doing, brother?
Hey, what's going on, family? What's going on, Pride Nation? I'm too excited to talk to football today. I'm finna probably piss a few people off. It's okay.
I bet you are, man. That ain't nothing. What's different than any other day? It is nothing. Hey. It's nothing than no other usual day. But before we came on, we had some breaking news. Just about 10 minutes ago, Adam Schefter reported that the Jets will be starting quarterback Zach Wilson. The Mike White has not been cleared to play. So we will be playing the disheveled leader who was benched the last few games, Zach Wilson. What do you guys think about that before we get into what we're going to talk about for the rest of the day?
I'm happy about it. I love my boy. So let him play.
The only thing, if he comes back with a vengeance, and as long as he plays like when he got benched, I'm fine with that. But if he comes back with something to prove and becomes a different Zach Wilson, we might regret it.
Now, I will say this: he was 5-2 as a starter.
Mm-hmm.
Was it against great teams? He beat some pretty good teams, but
right.
You know what? I disagree with that. I want him to come like at his best and let the Lions actually prove who they are. Right?
So
why do you come in weak? Come in strong and beat you.
Okay. Hey, I agree with that because will the real team stand up and kick the other guy's ass?
I feel you there, Maniac. What you got, Luke G?
I mean, for me, I think it does change the way we game plan on defense, but it doesn't change the outcome of what I expect from that game. So for me, I mean, you got Zach Wilson back, great, right? But it does change the way we have the game plan for them in terms of defense.
Okay. Well, it does it doesn't matter who's the quarterback is. We got to go out there and play our game. You know what I'm saying? How the Rock would say, you know what I'm saying? Know your role, jabroni. And I think that the Lions, we don't need to worry about who's playing quarterback as far as on the off. We need to worry about our game and not worry about their game, But, I mean, we'll see. I think that makes them more of a running team, though, because Zach Wilson hasn't been that great of a thrower this year. Mike White has a better arm, just to be honest with you. But Zach, he relies on that. He tries to be somebody he's not a lot of times out there on the field. He tries to be a Brett Favre sometimes. You're like, just throw the fucking ball, man. That's what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to make all these off-platform throws because they rely heavily on the run when he was the starting quarterback. And we'll see how they try to make the transitions.
I think.
Okay, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Tim.
Okay, I think what he does need to throw the ball, but he just needs to throw the ball right to our defenders, and we gotta catch the ball. That's what I want.
And I just feel like we can't just look at it and go, oh, it's Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson is mobile, and our history against mobile quarterbacks still ain't good. And if I was the Jets, or if you're honest with yourself and you say, hey, I'm the coach of the Jets. How would I deploy my offense to beat this team and deploy my defense to hold this team down? Yeah, I'm probably gonna have a lot of design run plays where my quarterback is getting going. So, especially since like you say, he's not really that good of a thrower as people want to point out. At least at this point, he's not. But I think for me, it changes the defensive game plan for us. But at the end of the day, you're right. Go out there and handle your business. The rest of that don't matter. I don't really care about the rest of the statistics and everything everybody else is bringing out. Go out there and handle your business.
And it looks like it will be without Corey Davis as well. Looking at their injury report, it doesn't seem that he's gonna clear He's not going to clear concussion protocol. And Quentin Williams is, to me, I think the biggest story on there. He still hasn't been cleared to practice yet, and that's their big defensive tackle who's leading the league at that position with like 11.5 sacks. So that's to me, that's going to be the biggest adjustment if they don't have him. He hasn't practiced all week, and it doesn't look like he's going to practice probably until tomorrow, probably maybe to today, and if a walkthrough. But if he can't go, that's the biggest difference. But it doesn't matter who they have on the field. We still got to handle our business. Like I said, It's all about what we do between the lines. So,
but like Ric Flair always said, he would say, in order to be the man, you got to beat the man. But I'm going to say that in order to be the team, you got to beat the team. And then you got to come back and just kick their ass all over again.
Okay. All right. So let's get into the content, man. So we talked about the breaking news and all the injury reports coming out of the Jets, because we have our own injuries as well, but I don't think it's as substantial. All right. But first question, what has been the biggest surprise of the Lions turnaround this season? Val, what you got? What's been the biggest surprise for you?
There really hasn't been much of a surprise for me. I mean, I was hoping that the team would be able to come back as best as it could. I guess probably maybe the biggest surprise for me as of late is Goff being able to throw a deep pass. If he can stay consistent with that, hey, we got something going now. But other than that,
All right, what you got, Luke G?
I think the biggest surprise for me is the continuing adjustments made. It's not something I'm used to seeing, with coaches making continuing adjustments and them having to respond to everything that the other team is doing. For the most part, our defense is still pretty much hot garbage. Like I hate to say it that way, but it's the truth. They're still hot garbage. But the difference between this hot garbage and the previous 6-game hot garbage is this hot garbage is at least showing some pride in themselves to try to get something to happen. And so I think that's the biggest thing I'm noticing, that there's a constant adjustment and respond to everything that the other team is doing.
Okay. What you got, Maniac Tim?
Okay. Well, first of all, that took so damn long to happen.
Okay.
there was a lot of guys out, though.
I understand that. Okay, I understand that. And when everybody thought that once we lost Hawkinson, hey, the sky wasn't going to fall. Everything was, we were going to lose to Green Bay and all this other crap because we lost T.J. Hawkinson. He was supposed to be one of our best, but they're playing as a team, and teams can survive when one or two players get traded, or one or two players get traded. They're playing as a team, and they have came together as a team. No one individual themselves is doing it, and it's a team effort and team playing. They have been able to do what people was raving that the Giants were doing at the beginning of the year. The Giants were taking those close games and they were turning them around and winning instead of losing. Now we're the ones that's turning around and winning those games instead of losing. We just kicked the Giants' ass,
Okay. I get with that. I think for me, I have a couple things. One has been the resurgence of Goff and his game. Like, kind of reminds me of what he was doing out in LA. And like you said, because I was wondering myself too, Val, like watching the film of him in LA, he threw the deep pass, and I was like, what the hell did that come? Why is he not throwing the ball down the field? Because I seen him do it, and I'm like, okay, so hopefully that's good. And then
the week afterwards, they did it.
The uptick of play from Thor himself, Alex Anzalone, he just kind of turned his season around. I'm like, I'm not saying he's a world beater, but he has been playing better as of late, making some plays, doing some things all over the field. I think he's getting used to playing. He was playing out of position, playing the middle linebacker position. He never played that. In college, he played next to Jared Davis, who played middle linebacker, and then and when he was in New Orleans, he was off the ball situational linebacker. He was a coverage linebacker. So to bring him in and make him a middle linebacker, we all were kind of looking like, what the hell are we doing? Making him the middle linebacker, giving him the green dot. But I guess he's gotten used to that. Finally, it took him a year and a half, but he probably got used to playing in the middle, and his play has been improving. I think he's getting pushed by the younger guys. He's getting pushed by Rodrigo, and he's just stepped his play up. And that's for me. That's probably a bigger surprise than Goff. That's just me. But all right, what are we saying in the chat, Val? What are they saying that their biggest surprises?
Let's see. Michael Huck. Wait. I knew I had it, and then now I've just lost it. Okay, let me just go through some of these thoughts here. Paul Giroux, so let the Jets get off the ground. Dan Spanos, their offense sucks no matter who their quarterback is. Okay, Detroit fan man. To me, have we ever had a more impactful rookie class? It feels like every draft pick is contributed in their first year, and I didn't think that's possible.
I just saw something. I was reading this. I think it was on Proud of Detroit. I believe it was. The Lions have 3 rookies on the NFL.com top 25 rookies of 2022. Aiden Hutchinson is he's number 5. And then you have Rodrigo's on the list. And we have a problem. James Houston is on the list as well. So we're leading that list of the top 25 rookies. We have 3 on the list. I think no other team has more than 2, or the Jets have 2, and then everyone else has either 1 or 2 as well. But we have 3. So I like that. Yeah, the rookie class has been stepping up. And you look at Houston. The biggest surprise, the linebackers shutting down the run game. You know what? Over the last 4 or 5 games, the linebackers have been playing really well, and I think Isaiah Buggs and Lenny McNeil have been playing good in the run as well.
Linebacker lives matter, guys. Linebacker lives matter. No, I had to get that in.
Yeah, Val will die on that hill.
Tim Boyle. Tim Boyle.
Yeah, Tim Boyle.
Damn. You doing a flag already?
Wait a minute. Hold up.
He was being nice.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Look at this, guys. You see this? This is what's left of my vial of White Diamonds perfume.
Oh, she got the White Diamonds.
Don't roll up on you now.
He got the White Diamonds out.
I mean, he threw a flag on a play on a nice comment. Nah, Tim Boyle. Tim Boyle.
He was being nice. I was like, wait a minute, she was being cool. All right.
Don't make me roll up on y'all.
All right, now here's the thing that's kind of irked me a little bit, but we'll get your thoughts on it. Give me your thoughts on that. Shit is strong as hell. Give me your thoughts on all the praise and the national attention that Detroit is receiving right now. We'll go to you first, Luke G.
I mean, I don't get excited or happy or sad or anything when it comes to that. You want to have your team be represented, right? You want to be able to see content about your team from the national media. So that's a good part for the fan base. But overall, I don't give a crap about that noise. This white noise is as most of it has always been. They don't really give a crap. It's good for the storyline. It's good for ratings because now people are talking about it. It's good for the people betting in Vegas and all these little stupid sports betting apps. So for them, yeah, this is great news. Let's get everybody gassed up and get everybody happy about this and be excited. But the truth is nobody should buy into this. They didn't like you to begin it and keep it that way. Don't like me then. Because at the end of the day, they can talk about it. They can give us praise and attention. But if it don't amount to us being better the next game or the next game or the next game until we get to the ultimate goal, I don't care about that talk. And that's how I look at it. And you shouldn't care about it neither. The reason that most of the content creators on YouTube exist is because those people were underrepresenting us in the first place. So, yay, I guess. I mean,
yeah, I guess.
Yay, yeah. I mean, like, who cares, man? Like, seriously.
I feel what you're saying. I see what you're putting down. For me, I'm with you. Like, back then you didn't want me. Now I'm hot. You're all on me. They'll keep the same energy. If you was a hater before, be a hater now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
But you get some people that are generally like you gonna have some people that was, Dan Orlovsky's a homer. He always talks about Detroit. So He's always been on the Detroit bandwagon, but you get some people who, are coming around, and I'm like, okay, nah, if you didn't like me then, don't like me when I start winning. You know what I'm saying? Just keep that same energy. But even watching like shows like Inside the NFL, the Vikings, that was a big win last week, and you still only got like a 30-second clip of that game on Inside the NFL. I'm like, come on, man. You didn't even talk about the Lions beating the Vikings after that. You showed the clip, but you switched the topic to something else. Come on, man. You got to give the line. They're still not giving the Lions their just due. What you got, Val? Oh, go ahead. You got something, Luke?
No, I'll go. I was going to add on to this and tell you, like, also they definitely didn't. They definitely didn't even turn around and give them the spotlight they had even in halftime show. They made it about what the other teams wasn't doing. So just want to put that out there.
Yeah, it was more about the Vikings losing than it was about the Lions winning. What you got, Val?
For me, see, I'm not reading too much into them getting so much praise. I do think that they deserve praise for what they're doing. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I think that they deserve to be in the spotlight in making progress. But I'm really, really disappointed at fan bases who just follow blindly whatever the national media wants to throw out there. It's like, and all they do is ride the emotional roller coaster. It's like one day I love golf, the next day I hate golf. Make up your mind. Think it's disappointing that you did not think for yourself on what this team is doing and what they're going forward. And all of that stuff is just bluff and just nonsense. And why are you allowing your emotions to control you in that manner? It just doesn't make any sense. But I am all for the Lions getting the credit they deserve. They are doing stuff that deserves the praise and recognition.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. It's just like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and we've said on this show plenty of times, we like just kind of give golf his opportunity to do what he do. Because like it or not, I don't care if you like golf or not, he's gonna be here next year. He's gonna be here next year.
And he's always going to be here. Like this is the thing that blows my mind. The Lions fan base sometimes they don't like to see the writing on the wall. They love to point out content creators and say, "Oh, they got this wrong and they got this wrong." They don't want to say when it's right. The moment that they gave that man that restructured contract that they told you was to free up money, which was a bunch of baloney, they were telling you he was our quarterback. Okay, they were telling you that. That's what Brad Holmes was telling you. He's your quarterback. You need to like it. Okay, we got draft picks, and everything he did in the offseason and the draft was for Jared Goff. Why do people keep acting as if, though, he's a bridge guy, he's not really supposed to be this guy or that guy? No, that's not what happened. That's not how it go down.
You know what?
Just put it out there.
I have to. It was one of those things. I'm like, it does. I never thought that he was not going to be here less than next year. I think that if he didn't turn it around by 2024, I thought he was going to. But I thought he was at least going to be here through next year.
I still think he's a bridge quarterback, but he's the guy for now until they actually build this team, and until his contract is up. But the thing is. Oh my God! Quit bandwagoning back and forth. Hey, you should all love golf. Every fan should love golf. Every one of them.
Right, because they show as hell hated Stafford.
Yeah, because anybody is better than Stafford. Anybody.
Yep.
So,
that's what I heard.
Anybody.
So be happy with your anybody. Okay.
Yeah, I feel what y'all saying.
That's what I heard. I heard it was anybody.
Kept saying anybody was better than Stafford, and I'm like, are you crazy? What you got, Tim?
Okay. Now, short term, it may not mean a lot, but if it's changing the perception between the media, between the NFL, between the refs, I mean, if it makes it less easy for the refs to go ahead and say, pull the flag and say, oh, it's only the Lions they're screwing. Because that's what recognition and winning can do, can change your perception among the league. And because that's more, that's almost as important as doing the job. Because if you have somebody that's going to take the job, the wins away from you, that you earned, the touchdowns away from you that you earned, because they're just going to go ahead and throw the flag because you are the Lions. But if they perceive you as being a contender and being a good team, and I know that's going to change. It takes a while to change that. But we have seen some of the flags starting to go our way rather than where every flag would go against us.
I feel what you're saying. I got what you're saying too. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
But just have some integrity as a fan. If you're going to be a fan, having some integrity with it. And you know what? If you hate golf and you have reasons to hate golf, stay hating golf. Okay. Yeah. And if you prove you wrong, yep, I admit I'm wrong. I do that a lot. Okay. So, but that's all you got to do. Just die on the hill you're going to die on. Okay.
You got some people though, they follow blindly, like the jokes that Dan Campbell told on Pat McAfee. People thought he was serious, and they were taking him so seriously about him saying that those plays were like, it was I was saying don't run it, and all he heard was the mic went out, and all he heard was run it. And like, I was paying attention to the crowd. I didn't know we were running the Penei Sewell pass. Dude, he already said earlier that he told Goff that make sure that Penei Sewell understands to stay in bounds. How the hell can he be distracted by the damn crowd, the wave, if he's telling the quarterback to do that? Nah, man. You get people that get so blind and so naive and so gullible and just follow blindly without looking at stuff themselves. I feel you, Val. I feel you. I feel
like what you're starting to see is these trends where you have certain groups of people, right? And you have people who rock with you and who rock with all the different kinds, but they just want to hear about their teams and they don't know what to believe and stuff like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm always said to be more radical, but it's like I believe in saying things that I feel is the truth and is like proven. And I'm like, listen, at the end of the day, the narrative that you're going to see is going to be sprawled out. And I said this before. I said, all the complaining that these people were doing about, he called it on fourth down. He fourth down it too much. He did all the same stuff while he's winning. Nobody complained. He's going for fake punts and bad positioning. Nobody complained. And my response to that was always saying, look, don't do that. Don't complain when it don't work. Like you just had the ball. That was so stupid because it's hindsight. No. If aggression is aggression. And even in the boxing ring, Mike Tyson was very aggressive. He'd come out and work you to death, but sometimes that aggression worked against him, and it didn't do him no favors. And I feel like this fan base sometimes they just want to see everything on the green grass, not the green grass next to it, because that one's got to be better in hindsight. And I just feel like a lot of stuff is happening before our eyes, and we don't want to talk about it. That's all.
Yeah, you know what though, like. You're gonna have the SOL fans that's always waiting for the other shoe to drop. That's always gonna have something negative to say. You're gonna have those guys, and you're gonna have the Kool-Aid drinkers. That's everything is gonna be positive. Everything, it's gonna be okay. Okay, yeah, we're 4-12. We're gonna go to Super Bowl next year. How, brother? but I just want everyone to saying we try to give our opinions here as much as we believe what we think. We don't always agree because we see things differently, but we're always going to tell you the real. We're always going to keep it 100 for you right here on the show. So make sure you just hang out with us, man, because we keep the real people. I mean, because Luke said some stuff I don't agree with, and I say stuff he don't agree with, but that's what we believe, and those are the hills, like Val says, those are the hills we're gonna die on. You know what I'm saying? So, all right. What are they saying in the chat, Val?
Brian Stover says we're a playoff team if we can go on the road and win the Jets defense. What is this? And Aiden Swan becomes the defensive MVP. I think I missed part of this conversation.
You had to have. I had to have.
Super Saiyan Stafford will always be my quarterback, but right now Goff is my quarterback. Well, yeah, Goff is your quarterback. Isn't Stafford's no longer here, and see that's the thing is you guys, you can be cool with people who leave the team. Like you can wish them well as a human being, for God's sake. It's not that tough, you know.
I still root for Sue when he don't play us.
Right.
And
there's nothing wrong with that. No. Although I do want the Rams to lose the rest of their games because of the higher draft pick, but I mean, and that's only because it's not because Stafford's on there. I'm glad Stafford got his ring and stuff like that. But now I think let him lose the rest of the games. Let's get a higher draft pick. Because at the end of the day, I'm a Detroit Lions fan. No matter what, I don't care. They can, whatever's going to help my team. My team is the Lions.
Yeah, but you can be a fan of a team and not disrespectful to human beings. That's
right.
It. Yeah, that's it. You know what I'm saying? We all love our game. We all want our team to do the thing, but that does not give you any right, respect, or authority to treat somebody to be an ass to somebody else. Okay?
Exactly. That's true. That's right. And I mean, actually, was a lot of fans was asked to Hutchinson or not Hawkinson, TJ Hawkinson, at the.
Oh, they booed him. They were booing him. I'm like, but something had to do with some of the comments he made after he got to Minnesota. Like now he can play play meaningful games or play game. Look forward to winning and stuff like that. And
he kind of got a little bit of karma from the fans because he was being an ass.
Because he's talking about now he's in the real Midwest. I'm like, what the hell you talking about? Now, hold on, player. Don't be disrespectful. God damn it, watch your mouth.
But technically, okay, but hold on, wait. Technically, isn't Minnesota more Midwest than we are, or did I get that wrong? Technically. And secondly, I don't think he's trying to take no real shot. I think media would like to have you perceive that. Like this is a team that drafted him. But I keep trying to explain it to people, okay? The players, coaches, and other people alike listen to us. They listen to these content creators. They listen to the local media. They listen to those people who call in, who get riled up from their favorite personality or whatever, and they hear it. Sue heard it. That's why he was like, oh, okay. Stafford heard it. Stafford's wife heard it. Calvin Johnson heard it. The only one who didn't hear it really was Barry Sanders. Everybody else heard it. And when you're doing these types of things and you're not being mindful that you're not even like most of the people can get with you if you're saying something that's critical that makes sense. It's another thing where you're just sprawling off stuff that don't got anything to do with anything. Like, oh, he's gonna, like they said, Sue just a dirty player. He are a dirty player. You don't hear that in Pittsburgh when they had James Harrison. You know how many people Troy Polamalu laid out and it wasn't always clean? Stop it.
Right.
Man, I got a great quote from the Honolulu Blues podcast. This is the great quote. He said, I don't care if it's Zach Wilson, Russell Wilson, Owen Wilson, Luke Wilson, hell, Woodrow Wilson, or anybody else. Lions by 20.
That's right.
Wilson. Oh my God.
That's right.
That's funny.
That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah.
True.
That's hilarious.
It could be Tom Hanks Wilson. Even that one got lost. I don't really care.
Wilson.
Yeah, little soccer ball.
Yeah, the Wilson for volleyball. Yeah, man, that's funny.
Every
like
black kid's gonna be holding up a little football with googly eyes, and
y'all better
lock him. I gotta do the Detroit fan man. Imagine a collection of videos where Val teaches lessons on fan integrity. On this week's episode, it's okay to support players who leave the roster and play us for Rock doesn't have to be said to us. Listen, I'm gonna start story time with Queen Val, okay?
OMG. Are you gonna have Michael Mike as your guest host and drag?
No, Micro Michelle.
Michael
Michelle. Yeah, you never know. You never know what's gonna happen around here.
You never know.
Boys and girls, today we're going to learn about. No, I'm kidding.
All right, let's get back into the content. All right, what player needs to have a big game on offense for the Lions to beat the Jets? We'll let you go first, Maniac Tim.
Okay. You know what? I don't think there's only one player. I think as a team, and basically the offense needs to go ahead and just ball out. I mean, whether it's St. Brown, whether it's Swift, whether it's Anderson, they just need to each make plays at the right time. And if it was only picking the one player, I would need to say Goff would need to. But I mean, as a team, they just need to go ahead and each do their part.
Okay. What you got, Val?
I'm saying, it's going to be the obvious choice here. Is for me, it's Goff, because Goff has got to step up and take control of the leadership of this team, show that he can be the future leader and impact guy, and take control and run the ball, pass the ball, and correct the mistakes that he has made, and push forward to making the entire team do well against the Jets. And for me, this is Goff proving himself for the rest of the year.
Okay, I feel you. All right. There's a meme. We had Megatron. There's a meme of Panay Sewell catching the pass, talking about Jumbotron.
They could have called him Ironhide, or what I'm saying. It's a lot of bigger, Transformers. Right. Go do some research, people.
Yeah.
Could have been Rhinox. They could have called him. They could have had so many other. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Yeah, well, it was like the most known. You know
what though? I'm gonna say our offensive line needs to take control of this game. If they don't have no matter who's playing, I want Jamal Williams to have a really good game. I want him to have I want that offensive line. I want all our running backs to control this game and get back to running the ball. Because we can run the ball, we just got to get back to it. And I think we get Evan Brown back this week. That's a big piece. I think he's more of an important piece to have than and we've had some good backup, guards that go in there. We play guys that we didn't got from Rent Center. So, you know what I'm saying? So but we get that starting offensive line back intact with Evan Brown, man. We can be dangerous down the stretch. And I think this starts this week with the Jets. So what you got, Lou G?
I'm definitely on board with the running backs. The running backs got to get it done, but I think there's a bigger group of people that need to get it done, and we ain't talking about them enough because we somehow have lost our damn mind because we love us some receivers. But you got to keep in mind that team got two damn good corners, and I want to repeat this again to you. They got two damn good corners, and so to me, the best way to neutralize that is to let those corners stay with those respective receivers. Our tight ends got to step the hell up, okay? At some point, they're going to have to find a way to create game plans that get the tight ends more involved. Because I can tell you right now, many people ain't talking about it, but look at the number of targets that went to tight ends when we had T.J. Hockenson versus now we don't have them. They almost forget that we got tight ends half the damn time, and they just throw everything to receivers. Yes, I want the running backs to be good, but they can't do that if your tight ends is not blocking. Yes, I want the run game to be solid, and I want receivers to have good games, but that doesn't count when you can't win the short game. If you play this game if Jared Goff play this game with them cornerbacks, where I saw other people who have interceptions and drop them or get called back, he will pay. These cornerbacks are stingy, and I'm just telling you, if our tight ends don't step it up, we're going to have some serious problems.
Okay, I feel what you're saying. To attack that middle of the field with the tight ends. I think St. Brown can have a good game as well. They're slot corner, but those outside guys, yeah, I agree with you. Them outside guys, they something to be dealt with. Them guys they tough. Reed and Sauce Gardner, they're real tough. They are real tough guys to deal with. But it doesn't matter if it's Luke Wilson, Owen Wilson, Woodrow Wilson. We need to go out there. And this is the game that's really strength on strength and kind of weakness on weakness. Because their strength is their defense. Our strength is our offense. Their weakness is their offense. Our weakness is our defense. Which team can impose their will? I think that's what's going to have to. That's who's going to win this game. Who wants it more? And we'll get to the game predictions later. But I think it's Detroit. But I think we want it more. I think they have. I think they got. We're both young teams, but I think that with our veteran presence that we have, some of them, and then I think just with the ascension that we're on right now, I think the Lions are kind of we're not selling, and I don't think Dan Campbell is selling right now. You look at when they called that game versus Minnesota, they kept their foots on their throat the whole game.
Yeah.
So I'm liking that attitude. All right, what we got in the comments, Val?
Kalen Jones Mitchell needs more targets.
The governor.
Wait, you mean to tell me that Pro Football Focus highest graded player in the game that had 1 catch for 1 touchdown needs more targets? Holy shit. Shocking.
King
has
Pro Football Focus.
Control the time of possession and the game clock.
I agree with that.
Put J-Mo in. Of course, Curt wants J-Mo in the whole game, so he doesn't have to wear that Bears hat, which he's gonna have to wear. But anyway,
I will not.
Yeah, and have a good run day.
Because Val was sweating when she saw him catch that touchdown. Al Torrey, what do you got? I'll have a good run game. I think that's right.
Reynolds was mic'd up.
Hey, just a question. Just a question. What was the bet again? I always get it confused. Is that J-Bo has to start a certain amount of snaps or something? What was it?
We gotta say he plays a significant amount of snaps, and I think he already has. But the
hell he has. The first game he only played like 6 to 8 snaps, right? Like he only played like 6 to 8 snaps. In the second game, he played 13 snaps. So
we'll see.
If that's significant, then you know what? Then you got to be like the grand all be all for podcasting because you got significant minutes.
Well,
like. I'm just saying he ain't really played. So right now she looking like she might be for the win this damn bet.
It ain't gonna happen. It's
okay.
Especially when he plays against the Bears and has like 8,000 yards against there's a crappy defense. Well, what am I got to say?
I detect no lies. I'm sorry, man.
Mic'd up and you hear golf. Tell Sue to stay in bounds, get down, and don't do anything stupid. Yeah, I did hear that. When if you hear the sounds of the game, you watch the sounds of the game video over on YouTube for the Lions. Yeah, he did tell them stay in bounds, don't do nothing.
Well, it was so funny because Sewell says he wants to get a touchdown, so I can't wait. I want to see him that big boy pull a touchdown. I really do.
And I've seen those graphics about redrafting that last year's draft, and we would take I forgot who they said we would take. We would take somebody that the Jets took or something. So I don't know who the hell. And I'm like, I would still draft Penei Sewell. That dude he is a nasty play. I love his attitude. I love how he plays the game. And the
I'm hoping the Lions draft his brother.
And the way he swiped, the dude tried to grab the ball from him, he swiped at the dude's head. I'm like, yeah, man. Because if he just slapped him, that dude would have flew on the other side of the sideline. He probably would have he'd hit somebody on the sideline because he would have slapped the hell out of that dude. But I like the way Sewell plays. He's a big, athletic, aggressive player. His aggression, like say the aggression that he has is something good.
That's why I'd like to see them draft Noah to go with him and see what kind of attitude Noah has too.
I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not really talking draft, but I'm gonna just be real clear. If I don't see significant upgrades on defense this offseason, don't nobody tell me nothing about no damn Brad Holmes. I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. That would be the second year of him just failing to fully address the defense. And that's the reason why we're winning these games. The offense has always been able to score. And it's one of the reasons why I never understood why people wanted Dan Campbell gone. I'm like, you don't fire the coach when his side of the ball is performing. That's why Mike Zimmerman was always the head coach of the Vikings until the Vikings defense started sucking and they fired him. So when you look at teams, and it's not just us, just look at teams. The side of the ball that they are most related to has to perform for them to keep their jobs. And if it don't, they get fired. Look at Dan Quinn, and the list goes on and on and on and on.
Right.
The side of the ball you're responsible for needs to perform.
Well, especially
Right.
since last year was such a defense-heavy draft, he's got to do something with this draft and this free agency this offseason with this defense, because you just can't ignore that big of a deal twice in a row.
Right.
So Matty Patricia becomes a head coach again, since he's now been both sides of the ball and actually ended up getting chewed out by his quarterback for being such an ass at calling the offense, which which side of the ball would need to perform better for him?
Man, I don't think he'll ever be a head coach again.
So in our reality, the reason that they even having him do the offense and claim the offensive play calling and stuff like that is because one thing about Bill Belichick, he will find ways to get you new looks and new opportunities. But the reality is only an idiot will bring him in for a head coach. At this point, if you ain't learned anything from Matt Patricia, simply look back at the repeat failure of Daniels. The Raiders have too much talent to be looking how they looking. And we're not gonna just blame this on Derek Carr. These are flaws in play calling and design directly related to that head coach. And so for me, anybody who's dumb enough to bring another guy off of the Belichick staff is an idiot.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
That Bill, and to me, I believe it. To me, I always think it's this. I don't think Bill Belichick develops his assistant coaches, his coordinators. He doesn't develop them. Like he has complete autonomy. Is whatever Bill Belichick wants, that's what you're gonna do. And you look when those coaches go places, they do the same thing. Whatever they want, that's what they're supposed to be, and it doesn't work out.
Yeah, he thinks he's like the Godfather or something of the NFL, or I don't know what the hell, but that's what he acts like.
Yeah. All right, let's get to the defense. All right, how should AG attack the Jets offense on Sunday? What you got there, Maniac Tim?
Okay, go after Wilson. Pressure. That's pressure. Stop the run.
Okay.
Pressure, but pressure. I got to do it.
Get some damn
stop with this pressure.
Okay, get some damn sacks.
Get them to the ground. Pressure don't do shit. I'm watching games where we're getting pressure. They're still completing deep passes. These quarterbacks don't care about you around their feet. They care when you put them hands on them, right? Like the same. I look at it like this: when you out and somebody talking to you and they talking crazy, you be like, "Oh, you talking crazy? Okay, yeah, you can talk that talk. It's cool." But it's when they put them hands on you that you're like, "Oh, yeah, see now we can talk real talk." The pressure thing is getting outblown, man.
Well, it depends on the quarterback, though, Luke, because there are some quarterbacks that you can just pressure them and they get flustered, and they lose their shit, and that's how you can get them. You don't have to touch them; you just have to mentally fuck with them.
Yeah, but
if you are able to do that, right? If the play results in a negative play, that should be counted as a pressure. But if it don't result in a negative play, it should not count as a pressure.
Right.
Well, yeah.
What they really need to, and what I really mean by pressure, is introduce them to the turf. How's that?
Yep.
Say, hey, quarterback, this is the turf.
I would be pressuring Zach Wilson. He's a mobile quarterback. That's they kind of almost defeat your purposes in a lot of cases. But you just have to play your strong D line and just, you know what I'm saying?
Tackle his ass. Tackle it. Go ahead and sack his ass.
Nah, because Zach can invade that shit though. I wouldn't be doing that. And Aiden Hutchins tends to overpower himself. I wouldn't do that on that. But there's other ways you can stop it.
Just get Houston in there.
She said Aiden Hutchins overpowers himself. Wait a minute. What do you mean by that, Val?
Because
he goes too fast sometimes. I get what you're saying.
Yeah, he goes too fast. He's designed to be that guy that burns off the push, right? To go after the quarterback. But the problem is when he is being double teamed, he has to exert even more power to burst through that. By the time he breaks through, that momentum speeds him too far past. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
She's trying to be delicate while explaining it. She like, I mean, just not a whole lot, just a little bit past. You know, I don't want to upset too many people when me talking about their savior, but just
But
I
no,
don't
just a
think
little
Go
bit.
ahead and rip a hole in
I
those
don't think
two
800
people.
is the savior,
it's
man.
not Aiden Hutchinson's fault. That is not on him. The Lions have got to get him the help on that line to stop that bullshit from happening. That's not a thing that he can control.
Yeah.
I just think that when he came here, I think a lot of fans did not. I think a lot of fans had high expectations, but tapered them because they were afraid to put him out there. And I'm like, nope, you should keep him high. And my opinion is I like to see that he's improving and that he's developing. But yeah, everybody.
He's having a solid rookie season. He's not having a bad season.
He's okay. I'm gonna just say this and put this out there because like I said, I'm gonna piss a few people off. He is having an average season, and we can start with this solid. It's average as hell.
Here you go.
If you took his
season. He could have a better season.
Right. Average to me means a good season. It's nothing you to write home about. It's a good season. It's average. It's very average. There's nothing there. You cannot tell me it's above average, Curt. You cannot say that.
I didn't say it was above average.
Oh, okay.
I said he was having a good season. That's what I said. He's having a good season.
He's having a good season. We're talking about things that can make him more effective.
Yeah.
Really, he just got to work on two things, in my opinion, that make him more of a threat. And if, but for me, I'm looking at certain things and I'm saying to myself, okay, at this point, this should have been taken care of at this point of the season. But I get it. Sometimes you need a little bit more time to marinate and stuff. But I think a lot of people came into it with certain things. Like I took a lot of heat for saying, hey, he needs to have 10 sacks in 17 games. Like that's not a lot.
Mm-hmm.
That should be.
He's got 7, so he can get. He's got 4 more games. He can get
Exactly.
He can get 10 sacks. He can get 10 sacks this year. Yeah.
Yep.
And a lot of fans want to call him far above average, but he is far above average in certain skills. But in other skills that he needs for his
he's a rookie. He has something to work on. So
he has something to work on. So that's what we're talking about. It's not that he doesn't have above average skills in certain things of his position, but it's the overall. No, he's having a good season.
And I understand. I finally got with the comment that was about Aiden Hutchinson's mom being on defense. I got it because with the Zach Wilson and the MILF Hunter thing. So
that's
I'm
terrible.
slow this morning because my ass should have gotten that one.
Yep, the Aiden Hutchinson's mom.
I'm not awake.
So Paul says, so once he hits 10 sacks, he's not average. Disagree. So I'm gonna tell you why 10 sacks is not average, right? That's a very interesting club to be in as a rookie in the 10 sacks. Mm-hmm. And the reason I say this is because I like to look at history to tell me what's going on. So just some notable people who've had 10 sacks or more in their rookie season are people like Ndamukong Suh, who's probably more likely to go to the Hall of Fame. People like Reggie White, who is a Hall of Famer. Derek Thomas, a Hall of Famer. Julius Peppers, Von Miller. These are a group of people who have had 10 sacks. And the list goes on and on and on and on of people. And most of those people who started off with those 10 sacks are Hall of Famers. Now, to the people who didn't get 10 sacks in their first year, they followed up their second year with impressive double-digit sack totals. And I don't want that pressure on Aiden Hutchinson. I don't want people to expect for him to do more the next year because of that. So when I say the 10 sacks, you got to look at it. All the people that I named did 10 sacks in 16 games. He has a whole extra game to make 10. Right. So at that point, if you are above average, you will be in a group of above average performers. That's all I'm saying. And what you can't have happen under no circumstances, what you can't have happen is James Houston to now match your sack total or surpass you as a 6th-round pick when you are a 2nd overall pick, and then have people act as if though pressure is just good enough. People are going to start to get away from the pressure talk because they did it with Stafford. Oh, he can throw the ball deep, and they didn't care. He was garbage, and he had Megatron. Then Megatron left, and he had his best statistical year, and he was still garbage. So he needs to make sure that he does those things to put himself in an elite group. That's all I'm saying.
The Zach Wilson effect for this game is real. The Lions are now favored by 1.5 points. Vegas said, "Fuck Zach Wilson."
Listen, I didn't know about this whole like MILF hunter with Zach Wilson, but I can assure you, I can assure you this though. Like if Zach Wilson is hunting for Aiden Hutchinson's mother, then he got low standards. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, the thing is that his best friend in college started dating his ex-girlfriend. And the ex-girlfriend put him on blast, said that Zach Wilson was dating his mom's friend. So that's what a MILF thing came from.
Hey, listen, when you break up with somebody, you a free agent. They don't get to tell you where you go. Hey, if that means mom is on the table, hey, sit on whatever it is. You broke up with.
Listen, some of the I'm in that age group, but some of the Cougars, man, them young boys, yeah.
I don't even call y'all Cougars no more. I think that's not fair. I don't think Cougar is fair. Y'all are humble lioness, and y'all deserve y'all title proudly. Y'all earned that proud thing.
Yeah, isn't it the lionesses that are the ones that do the hunting? The males don't do the hunting. The lionesses do.
Yeah, but it's the males that do the breeding.
I'm not. I'm so afraid.
I mean, they're the ones that's why they're there, right?
Hey, look, we all had to stop and think about our next word. We all paused. It was like, make sure that the next thing we say is very careful, okay?
Oh my God!
Tim just threw me off. I was like, wait, how do I even respond to this?
Okay,
hey,
Timmy,
Kurt face was like, oh snap. Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna go ahead and get to the game predictions, man. Okay.
Tim calls all of guard. All of us pause like, be careful. Careful.
Yeah.
Careful.
Yeah. It's always got to be one comment that gets the show off the rails every week.
At least I had my week.
Yeah, yep. Good job.
No.
All right, who wins? Sweet Jesus. Who wins and what's the score for this week? Val. I can't even go to bed right now. Oh
it
man,
takes a lot to throw me off, but that just threw me completely off.
That got me.
Val looked straight down. Was like, oh God, why, Tim? Why?
Tim.
My facial expression when he said that, I looked at myself in the camera and went, "Oh wait, I better not."
Yeah.
But listen, the best part about it is when Tim smiled the entire time he said it. That's right, I said
it. He knew he was bringing it. Oh my God. Oh. Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay. It takes a lot to get me off my rails, but
okay. Tim goes first for the Tim. Who wins and what's the score?
Okay. 34-17 Lions.
34-17 Lions. All right, what you got, Val?
I'm pulling a Timmy. I'm pulling a Timmy. 45-24 Lions.
Yeah. Whoa. All right. Yeah.
I thought Val was going back to the whole mating thing. So I guess she curveballed us.
All right, Val. Val with the
Timmy may be in heat, but the rest of us may not be. Okay.
All right. What? Make sure y'all put y'all score predictions in the chat so we can go ahead and we can put them on the screen here in a minute. All right, what you got, Luke G?
I'm gonna do 28-17. I just don't believe in their offense at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I said yesterday. I think I said 24-14 Lions. So I think I'm gonna stay with that.
You said 24-14?
Mm-hmm.
You think we only hold them to 14? That would be impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't that be our lowest point total? No, 9 is. I forget we dominated the hell out of the Packers, and I got told that wasn't a domination.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe that's what my score prediction was the other day. Let me check the tape. Let me check the tape.
Yeah, I think that is. I think you're right. I think that's it. You're close, Curt.
I think it was somewhere around there, 24-14, somewhere around there. I think was what I said. 10-point win. And I think it's just because I think it was going to be a slower game. We're going to run the ball more. But all right, let's get into the comments to see what they said to say before we get, because it's already 5 minutes out. So 34-10 Jets.
So 34-10 Jets. Paul Gross says 27-17. Who? Lions? Oh, yeah, Lions.
Yeah, Lions.
Okay.
Yeah, the Lion avatar on there. Yeah.
Okay, Joseph Osteen. Lions win by 2 scores, 27-16. Dan Spanos is close with 28-13 with Joseph Osteen. Super Saiyan, 21-13 Lions. I've been saying this all week. Another 2-score win. Detroit Fan Man, 31-10. Hands Therapeutic Massage in Purple Paradise, 31-17 Lions.
Love that name.
King SA, 23-13 Lions. Oh, look at Altori here, 35-14. He's going along with me. Brian Stover, 9-7 Lions. Wow, that's an interesting prediction there. Brett DeWitt, 23-20 Lions. And Altori, 35-14 Lions. Oh, wait, you already said 35-14. Okay.
Yeah.
Lions. Yeah.
We got Joseph Murdoch. There we go. The law firm in the building.
Oh, and Detroit, and the Dr. Detroit. 17-13 Lions. We run the ball down their throats.
Detroit D. All right, Detroit D. All right.
They should.
17-10 Lions late TD by Swift seals the deal. Oh, he's putting some extra little juice on that.
Okay. All right. Thanks for the game predictions. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like I said, you look at it now. We're at a point where they flipped it again, and now the Lions are favorite because Zach Wilson is playing. I don't know what that is, but it is what it is. I think that whatever team people out on the field, the Lions gonna have to go out there and handle their business. I think that's all what he's gonna have to do. They're gonna have to go out there and play, and they got to go out there and play hard, and they got to go out there. I said this on the show yesterday. The Lions they know who they are. They got to prove it to the Jets. They know who they are. Y'all know they know what they can do, and they got to prove it. They got to keep proving it week after week after week. So you're looking at that, and that's just what I think as it is. And one of the funniest moments from last week's game was on the Penei Sewell catch. If you look right behind Penei Sewell when he's running and making diving for that first down, you see the Vikings assistant coach on the sideline with his hands on his knees and his head down because he already knew the game was over. So, shout out to the big fella Penei Sewell, man. Now it's time for final thoughts for today's show. What you got, Maniac Tim?
Okay, well, everybody knows that grandparents love their grandkids and stuff like that.
Ooh-wee.
But I heard a story that was really shocking. No matter who you are, do not ditch my Lions. Otherwise, I'll call your mama and have them pick you up. This guy at work was telling me he is a Dallas Cowboys fan, but his wife is a Detroit Lions fan. Well, this was a couple years back, but his daughter had said, or his granddaughter had said, that the Lions should be called the kitty cats because they're not playing like the king of the jungle. Well, Grandma heard that, and Grandma went ahead and called up the daughter and said, "You come and get this child right now. You don't disrespect my Lions," and sent her home.
All right, Granny. All right.
Yeah. So don't disrespect the Lions. Ground the Jets.
There you go. I'll feel you. What you got, Val?
Well, instead of West Side Story, we've got Midwest Story with the Lions versus the Jets. When you're a Jet, all the way. And when you come to Ford Field, it's going to be your last dying day. So, Sheila Ford, roll up on there with some white diamonds and show the Lions what you got. Show the Jets what you got.
What you got? For me, We got to say Luke G last. All right, for me, thank you for joining us right here at Detroit Lions of the Proud, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. Hey, holiday season is upon us. You got 9 shopping days until Christmas. Go to fanatics.com. Links in the description below. Get that express shipping. Get your favorite fan their favorite Lions gear. And thank you for joining us right here. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you know when you're getting fresh content from us right here at Detroit Lions on the Proud, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. All right, Reverend Deacon Dr. Bishop Brother Love, Luke G, go ahead and give us your final thoughts.
Hey, this is so much fun. I always enjoy coming on, and I make it a mission to make sure I find time to get here. So this is a joy. But to all the people who's in, hit that like and subscribe button. Today's positive quote comes from me. Life happens after failure. Life happens after failure. It's funny how every single time that we go out and we try something, we find ourselves in a position of saying that we're tired, but it's something about one more. It's something about one more. Just give me one more rep, one more step, one more day, one more second, one more minute. I know that times is going to test you. I know there's going to be some things that's going to come about that's going to make you wonder what your purpose is. But if you give it one more shot, one more try, one more push, one more effort, you will find that life happens after failure. You see, Jordan didn't become Jordan because he woke up like that. No. Beyonce had you fooled with that one. He woke up like that because he put in the work. He missed shot at the shot and he took one more. He missed dunk at the dunk and he took one more. When you look at the best parts of your life, it's always when you decided to give it one more. People, don't get into a season where everything around you falls apart and you join in on it. When it falls apart around you, you simply go and pick up the pieces because you got to give it one more. We are in the season of giving. The holidays are upon us, and this is a very good time to self-reflect and enjoy those that we care about. But if you're not prepared to make sure that you self-reflect and self-care and give yourself one more chance, then that, my friends, is what I call life's true regret. So before you give up, give yourself one more shot, even if it comes after one more. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, join the club, the members. Make sure you stay subbed up. Notification bell got to be hit because after the game on Sunday, I don't know what the hell be going on, but I don't know if they drink mimosas before they start their show. What? It'd be exciting when the Queens come on and talk about the Lions and other games. And so make sure you give some love and support. And as always, don't be no chump. Please do y'all research.
Yes, definitely. Yes, definitely. Check out the Linus Layer. It's 8 p.m. on Sunday nights after all the action is done. Right at the start of Sunday Night Football. They got you covered, man. And there's some great content over there.
Yeah, we're going to be having some exciting content coming up soon when we've got Lady Lionora who's going to the Carolina game, and I'm going to the Bears game on January 1st, and we're going to be reporting live after that.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, thank you guys for joining us right here in Detroit Lions on the Proud, your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. Hey, enjoy the game this weekend. Be with your loved ones. And as always, man, whatever you're doing in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For the panel, this is Curt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon. We love you, Jim.